Great, so to start things off, we've just got some freshly grilled flatbreads, and then in here there's some labneh with tahini dressing and grated Vesuvio tomato. So in this tub here we've got on the bottom some yogurt, then some pomegranates, red onion and sumac. On top of that some wild caught raw sea bream, a lemon dressing with preserved lemons, and then mixed herbs. So this is the bucatini, fresh bucatini, nduja butter, stracciatella and chives. So now the main course, we've got swelled lamb, bagna cauda, we've got a Vesuvio and pineapple tomato salad with thyme and a black garlic vinaigrette. We've got a deep fried aubergine parmigiano, and then some beautiful Cornish green gem lettuce with a olive dressing. Last up, the churros, whipped cream, dulce de leche, and then sugar. To start things off, the oven's at 180 degrees, we've got the freshly grilled flatbreads, and then we've got the tahini, yogurt and tomato. So our bread in the oven for 2 to 3 minutes, just so it's hot. So now we've got the bream and herb salad. There are 3 slices of bream per person. So just kind of scoop under and take a bit of everything to the bottom of the plate. This is obviously for 2. And then we just take our salad leaves and herbs, your dressing, preserved lemons, give that a stir. Now we like to just kind of place it on top to hide all the great bits underneath. Yeah. Now we've got the bucatini, freshly made bucatini, nduja butter, chives and stracciatella. Of course, in a hot pan, just add around 50 ml of water, more or less. And then take your nduja butter, all of that goes in there. What we're going to do is just re-boil the nduja butter in the water. Okay, so now the water is boiling with the nduja butter, and we're just slightly reducing it. So just give it a stir. And then we add the pasta. The pasta's already cooked. So it's just a case of reheating it. In that goes. We'll kind of keep that in there, allowing the pasta sauce to reduce, and also just to reheat and re-cook the pasta so it's nice and soft again. So just do that for around 1 minute. So the nduja butter has now reduced and it's totally coated the pasta. So at this point I'm going to take it off. It's been going for around 1 minute. I can tell it's hot. At this stage, just get it into 2 bowls. Like that. Now we take the stracciatella, nice dollop on top, each, and finally some chives. Just to cover. Great, that is you set. So bucatini, then nduja butter, stracciatella and chives. So we're going to reheat the lamb. It's important that it reheats from room temperature, not from fridge cold. So take it out around half an hour before you reheat it. And the aubergine parmigiano, they're both going to go in the oven at 180 degrees for 7 minutes. Alright, so whilst your lamb and aubergine is reheating, just take your tomatoes into a bowl. These tomatoes are really beautiful, they don't need a lot into them. We just made a vinaigrette with black garlic, thyme and rosemary, and some really good extra virgin olive oil. Leave that. A bit of sea salt if you have some Maldon, then fantastic. And you can just leave those to sit for now, like that, until we come to them. Next up is this beautiful organic baby gem from Cornwall. Just cut into 4 wedges. With that, we have a dressing made with whole blended olives, their brine and olive oil and some garlic. So just going to spoon that on. And just arrange it on a plate. It's ready to eat with your main course. So I've left the tomatoes for like 3 or 4 minutes just marinating in that dressing. And then just on a side plate, cut them nice and chunky for you. I think that's how these ones should be eaten. Plenty of dressing, that can just go to the side. Cool, so that's 7 minutes. I'm going to just take the lamb and the aubergine out. Just going to leave that to rest for a second. Take a nice big spoon of the bagna cauda, serving this at room temperature. You can heat it up if you want, but I think it's a bit more refreshing somewhere to be served like this. piece of lamb, just cut straight down the middle. Bit of salt. Just have that there like that. Finally, with the aubergine parmigiano, so I'll just go on the side. Okay, so we've got the churros. The oven is still at 180 degrees. We're just going to reheat them 2 minutes. So these should now be hot. Let's check them. They are. We've got some sugar, with some like sour sugar with ginger and lemon. We'll just put those on top. Make it here. Take a spoon, just some whipped cream. And dulce de leche. This has been on the menu since day one at Carousel when we were open for lunch. So there we go. Enjoy.